What's up, people? In this video we are going to talk about how to cheat on the snake diet, really how to get away with cheating on the snake diet, because as you probably know, fasting, snake diet, all that stuff kind of requires a little bit of discipline. Okay, everybody likes to talk about discipline, how it's kind of required for fasting or OMAD or intermittent fasting or whatever you want to call it, and technically I guess that's true, but as human beings, you know, we've all got lives to live, and at the end of the day, sometimes you just want to eat those cookies, you know? So I'm going to tell you in this video how to get away with it. All right, now, before we get into that, subscribe to my channel, check out all the links in the description of this video. I've got other videos that I've made, another channel about digital marketing, articles, social media, blah, blah, blah. Go check all of that out if you want. Now, let's talk about this video, which is how to cheat, how to get away with cheating on the snake diet or fasting. Now, the easiest way to get away with cheating on the snake diet, let's do this, is to not need to do the snake diet in the first place, is to not need to fast. Okay, that's the easiest way to get away with cheating. And basically what I mean by that is that, and this is highly unlikely that any of you will get to this level of fitness. It takes very specific circumstances, but if you're super ripped already, do you really need to fast? No, you don't. You know, that's the whole point of fasting. I guess you could say to, you know, get that extra bit of sexiness in and just be like super fit. I hate filming people behind me. Anyway, so yeah, basically if you do a lot of cardio, if you do a lot of weights, then you might have the type of body where you actually don't need to fast. Like, I can remember one period of my life when I was living in Tel Aviv. This is probably the most fit I've ever been in my life. And I had a bike, like a bicycle, and I was riding my bicycle all over town, at least an hour a day. And I was working out with a 20 kilogram kettlebell. I had a 20 kilo kettlebell and I had a 28 kilo kettlebell. And I was just doing workouts in my room by myself. But Tel Aviv is the type of city where you have a great beach culture. I should have actually put this in my video about comparing different parts of the world, but I totally blanked on it. But essentially Tel Aviv is a city with lots of very attractive people, where I always say that if you move to Tel Aviv, you just kind of like rise 1 to 2 points on the attractiveness scale, which is kind of true. I mean, you lose weight, you get a tan, and you just kind of look better, I guess, is the best way that I can describe it. Okay, so when I was doing that, I didn't need to fast. Like, I didn't fast. I did OMAD sometimes, you know, but I would work out in the morning and then I would go eat a giant kebab, which is not like kebabs you have in other countries. It's not Turkish kebab, it's Israeli kebab, which is much bigger and just better. No offense to any Turkish people, but you have not had kebab or shawarma until you have had it in Israel. Shout out to all my Israeli brothers and sisters, the 3 people who might be watching these videos. Okay, so yeah. So if you live that kind of lifestyle and you're already jacked, then you don't need to fast in the first place. So your whole life is essentially cheating on the snake diet. Now let's say you are not in that situation, you're a normal person, you don't live in a tropical or a paradise in the Middle East, you live in some crappy Midwestern town in America, or God forbid Canada, and you're just stuck in your miserable, boring life, and your only joy that you have is your cookies and your cup of coffee in the morning. How do you get away with that kind of thing when you're trying to fast? Well, it's very simple. What I do, okay, I'm giving my own advice because this is actually what I do. I just make sure that for every bad thing that I do something good to counter it. So try and kind of think of it in terms of balance, right? And by the way, balance is not just a small thing, okay? What I mean by that is having one extra cookie and going up the flight of stairs instead of taking the escalator. Okay, fine, that's one way of balancing your bad things and good things that you do. But binging on an entire box of cookies and then eating a bag of chips and then drinking a milkshake and then fasting for 3 days, that's also balance, give or take, right? I'm just pulling out random examples. You know, I haven't done the math on this, but you get the idea. So for me, what I'll do One thing that I've always done, regardless of how long I fast, is I absolutely non-negotiable 100% need to have my cup of coffee in the morning, okay? I don't care if fasting, well, maybe if fasting made me live forever, but like, I gotta have that cup in the morning. Like, I need to have it. I'm addicted. Tell me, you know, whatever. Like, I'll do horrible, degrading things for that cup of coffee in the morning. I don't care. I'm okay with that. Okay, but I need that cup of coffee. So the way that I balance it out in my mind, and this I could be totally wrong and really screwing myself over long term, whatever. But I just say that I need to take advantage of the time that I'm feeling the effects of that coffee. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll actually just do some work, right? First thing in the morning. Now, does this necessarily have to do with health? Not really. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that doing work will improve your mental health, which will improve your physical health, and therefore it counteracts the two things. But it's not really what I'm talking about. And again, I have that leeway because I'm already fit. So I can pull examples from other parts of my life where I might benefit, because honestly, like, fitness is just something that I have handled, not trying to brag or anything, but it's just not, you know, I have other areas of my life that definitely need some attention, like work, for example. But I just like living a leisurely life. Okay, that's just me. It might not be you. You might be in the corporate rat race. You might be going for that promotion. You might not be happy with your salary and you want to make more money. And of course, I think everybody does. But how much is that really going to improve your life, as opposed to, you know, having the type of body that you want, or having the type of mental health that comes from having the type of physical health, right? It's kind of strange doing this in front of all these people, but whatever, I'm American, it's cool, I can do what I want. Now, the other thing that you can do, what's up? You want to say hi? Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Go Japan #1. Hijacking my video. Cool. All right, so back to the point. Man, I can't even concentrate with all these cute kids here. All right, so basically, how can you cheat on the snake diet? Number one, make sure that you do things to balance the bad stuff that you're doing, right? So I have my cup of coffee in the morning. Technically, you shouldn't have coffee according to Cole. I don't know how, I mean, I haven't done the research on this. I'm kind of taking his word for it, but I don't really know if that's gonna really hinder your weight loss too much, you know? Is it? I don't know. I'm actually saying that I don't know. Maybe it does. It's possible. One more time, Japanese kids, what's up? But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's worth it to me. I'm already in good shape already. Do I need to be like Instagram model, like veins in my abs, and give up my cup of coffee and my work will suffer, even temporarily, even if I'll eventually get over it? No, I don't think so, you know? So basically the point of what I'm saying, this whole rant, is that if you're going to do things that you shouldn't be doing on the snake diet, if you're gonna be doing, oh my God. All right, I gotta end this video soon. Anyway, hello. If you're gonna be doing things that you shouldn't be doing on the snake diet, then you need to, this kid loves the spot. There's a future YouTuber right there. Anyway, just make sure you balance the bad with the good, all right? Peace.